basically, I'll tell you a little bit about me, just so you understand. Like Eric said, this isn't a, I don't even know how to say it nicely, so I just won't say it. I'll explain how I got into the business back in 2010, and understand I don't jump from like shiny thing to shiny thing. You know, some people never have a job. Like they're always in their next deal. I'm gonna make $1 million in this deal. I'm like, dude, you've been in like 9. Like, that's not me. I'll be 48 this summer, and I played some college baseball, a little minor league baseball. When I got out of that, I opened some restaurants. So I was in the restaurant business, and then I did real estate, and then I did this. That's it. So it's not like I went, oh, this is a good deal, this is a good deal, this is a good deal, this is a good deal. And I've always worked for myself. I did both my parents are school teachers. And hey, Bud, how are you?
Good.
Both my parents were school teachers, so growing up, I kind of wanted to do that. You know, I played football, basketball, baseball, and everything growing up. But what I figured out, they didn't make any money, and they spent a lot of time. And what I understood was time and money is happiness, not just time and not just money. Because I live in Atlanta and I see a lot of guys. It's kind of funny. I don't go to the office like early, but if I do, you know, everybody else is going to their offices early. And there's guys in Atlanta, if you drive, you know, they're in Maseratis or in Porsches, and they look miserable. Like I smile when I drive my Lexus to office because I'm like, I'm just going to the office. Why are you so mad? Why do you hate yourself? But the thing is, because they go and they park and they're making a couple $100,000 a year, and they're parking in the parking deck, don't ever see their kids, and they don't have a life. So that's the money side of it with no time. It's no good. So we try to create time and money in this business so you can have happiness. Make sense? All right. But you have to work to do it. All right, so very simple. Our contracts start at 80% and they go to 140. We have some of the best carriers around. Americo, Bobby's here. I don't know where he is now. Bobby's here with Americo, Mutual of Omaha, John Hancock, Forster's, Transamerica, Theme, on and on. That's important because when you're in a home, you want to be able to sell them something, right? So if they're sick, we got something you can sell them. Does that make sense? Like they're not, your hands aren't tied with one product. You know, if they got an issue, we got something you sell them with. So we got good partners. They're also going to pay you. So 80 to 100. Here's how this works. Let's say our average is $1,000. Our average is actually a little higher. Hey guys, it's a little bit higher. It's 1,200. But I'm very simple. I'm not good at math, so this is it. We do 100. We do 1,000. That's a yearly premium. You're going to get paid 80% of it. Let's just say you're at the bottom here. You start at the bottom. That's $800, right? I like to do real math. 75% of that, the carrier's going to upfront you 75% of that 800. That's $600. Isn't that right? That's 600. So you go sell $1,000, about $88 a month, $89 a month, whatever the case, whatever the math is. This is what they're going to put in your bank account in the next day or so. That's important. So when I saw this back in 2010, I was adding up how many of these I could do and get back to making the money I was making in real estate. And so I got excited about that. We have leads as well. I didn't get excited about life insurance. Because when you think about life insurance, I think of an old white guy with a briefcase and a suit, right? Is that just me or is that not everybody? That's as you can look around the room, we're not that group. We're not old and white. I might be old and white, but we're not, our group is not old and white. I don't think I'm old anyway, so just for the record. I'm not racing anybody, but I don't think I'm old. So we meet with Middle America, so we have leads. So when I saw that, I was like, this is cool. I don't have to cold call or go to family reunions. You know, everybody runs. You know, it's like, oh hell, he's gonna sell me something again. He's gonna try to give me the accidental death thing on me. But that wasn't the way I wanted to do it. So when I saw the leads, I don't know if we have any. I know they're dying. You got any leads? Can you pass one around, please? They'll give it back to you, Zach. Just don't pass this front row. Some of these guys over here. James will text and book an appointment. Thank you. Here's some. All right.
What do you need?
So we got final expense and Facebook and mortgage leads. Here, we pass just a handful, just one or two of them around. I want them to see them. I know what they look like. So when I saw that, so basically what happens, if you get a house or refinance, whatever, we send you a piece of mail. If you're interested in covering your house, they send it back to us. So that's who we call to get this out. That's who we help get the insurance on. It's called mortgage protection, life insurance. We also do final expenses. And I used to run business in Alabama, so I called it barrel insurance because they didn't understand final expenses. When I said, hey, we're gonna do, you need your final expenses covered, they're like, huh? I'm like, your burial. Yeah, I did send that card in. It's like, yeah, quit saying final expenses, moron. They don't understand that. So I did, so we have those, and when I was selling, we didn't have Facebook. We do have Facebook leads now. It's basically a final expense, and we do have mortgage Facebook leads, so they get, because everything's going online, because people don't do mail as much. I didn't know the air. Is that the air? It sounds like rain.
Yeah.
Okay. I get sidetracked too, guys. Like I said, I have to stay focused. That's why they gave me 20 minutes. I'll be in and out. I'm looking outside. I was like, it's not raining, but it sounds like raining. Y'all hear it? It's just me. Y'all hear it? It's like soothing. Eric, do you take naps in here? Is he in here? When no one's in the office, he comes in and lays down. He's got to. It's just a nice little sound of the rain. All right. Sorry. Only a couple more minutes. I'll try to get done. All right. So anyway, so I saw leads of that. It's cool. So you just call them up, come over, and you help them out. All right. When you do that, you get paid $600 on average. Does that make sense? So we're going to show you all that today on how to do this. This is what everybody's going to train on, how to make sales. But that was one reason I got into business. The lead, what is it, permanent marker? We've done that before. Oh, here we go. No, it said dry erase, so we're gonna do it. All right. This is why I'm here today and why I think this is the best industry ever. Just so you know, I don't know where you can choose to go make $600 a pop when you want to do it. Does that make sense? Like you choose to do it. Eric doesn't do it. We don't say, hey, you need to do this. You choose to go help as many people as you want to help throughout the week or whatever. I think it's pretty cool. You're your own boss. We're here to help you with it, but you're the boss, okay? That's one way we make money. Another way, this is the business side of it. All right, let's say you're at 120 comp, okay, contract, and you're writing $20,000 a month, because all our full-time people, that's what we want them to write, 20 grand a month, okay? So 120% of 20 grand is what, 24,000? Is that right?
Yes.
Yep, close.
Is it not right?
20. Have you done
Is it right? It's right, right?
Yes.
I'm challenged, y'all. Don't mess with me. Whoever said close.
it? So I should have stayed with you here, dude. I zoned out. I was texting.
I mean,
today.
all right.
My bad.
So this is you selling the insurance we just talked about. All right. You can also build agencies. So you can help, let's just help Tom here. Let's say his agents, let's say Tom is at 110% comp. All right, insurance has been this way forever. Here's how, it's called an override. The difference between 110 and 120 is 10%, right?
Yes.
All right, for over 100 years, this is how insurance works. It's an override on, I've helped Tom, somehow I hired him, I helped him build his agency. Let's say Tom's agency's doing $100,000 a month, okay? I make, for helping him and helping his agents, I make 10%, that's 10 grand, right? All right, let's say I hired Sue. Let's say Sue's at 100% compensation and her agency does $50,000 a month. The difference there is 20%, right? So that's another 10 grand, isn't that right?
Yep.
All right, and let's say I hired Phil over here. Phil's at a 90 and Phil's doing 20 grand a month. It's just Phil. He hasn't hired anybody yet, so he's just hanging out, just working. He's at 90%, so that's 30% override. So that's 8 grand. Is that right? Yeah. All right. So let's add this up, what it would be monthly here. What's 52 times 12? 600 even?
No.
Roughly?
Yeah.
624. When I saw this in 2010, I couldn't get out of my chair fast enough to start calling everybody I knew, tell them what I was about to start doing. Because $624,000 a year by selling some insurance and helping others sell insurance, help people. Pretty cool gig, huh? And that's how it works. That's so what y'all can hear today is how to do all this. You're gonna learn how to sell, you'll learn how to hire. I would advise you, I got a couple more minutes. I would advise you to share this opportunity in this business with, there you are. I was wondering if you were gonna get here. Glad
You
you're
can
right.
start now.
Glad you're right on time.
Can you start that already now?
Hey, I'm Mike. Let's is in Atlanta with me and John. But I would let everybody know, like when I started, I sent an email out and I called everybody. Now I didn't ask you one time, Brian, like I didn't harass them. I said, listen, I'm selling life insurance now. Do you want life insurance or you want to make some extra money? That's it. You didn't get another phone call from me. You got one chance. I just hired one of my buddies. He's an attorney. Just hired him. He'd been an attorney for 15 years. He called me last week, not last week, 2 weeks ago. I was in Breckenridge. I was in Colorado. He called me 2 weeks ago and said, hey, I turned my 2 weeks in. Now, he's known what I've been doing for the last 9 years, but he watched it. So what's cool is like your friends might not come on right away, Zach, but they're watching you. They're watching what you do. Like Eric said, Eric, you know, hey, is this real? This is real. You can change your life. You can change your family's lives. And the cool thing is you can change your family, your friends' lives. 'Cause I got a lot of friends and family that work with me. My brother-in-law is my biggest agency. So he takes care of my sister and my 2 nieces very well. And it's just fun. It's a fun business. But it's big boy, big girl money. It comes with work. It's a 4-letter word, I know. That's the key. It's not as easy. It is as simple, by the way. It's as simple as I just explained it. It's this simple. What happens is you try to convolute it and want to get all complicated and want to do all this and do it different than the way we're doing it. This works. This is how Sean taught me how to do it. It works. And the money, this is real. And I'll tell you this before I wrap up and bring Eric back up. I believe you sow the right seeds and you get the right harvest. Y'all, I mean, I'm not going to push my beliefs on y'all or anything like that. But every day you go out and sell life insurance, you're helping a family when that breadwinner dies to cover that financial burden. Right? I think that's I think that's doing the right thing for people. So I was like, this is awesome. Like when I would sell a shopping center, I would get a big check, but I didn't feel good about it. I just made another rich guy rich. I got richer, he got richer, everybody's good. No one got better. But in what we do, when we go out and help families either with their burial insurance or their mortgage or life insurance in general, we can't bring that loved one back, but we can help the financial burden. Because there's going to be one, guys. My wife just lost both her parents. And I'm telling you, thank God we have money to handle this, because he had insurance, but it's still it's in the trust. So it's like, I'm still paying. You know what I mean? It's just like, it's not cheap. So what do you do? Could we sit with Middle America? Okay? We help Middle America. Middle America don't have that deep of pockets. They love their family though, and that's why they send you the card, and that's why they got online for you to come see them. Does that make sense? Okay? I want to do this at the beginning because I didn't want y'all to be confused all day. And like, how do I get paid? Like, this sounds good, but he ain't said nothing about money. And like, if I'm looking at a new business, that'd be the first thing I'd ask. Okay? So I appreciate you guys coming. I hope we help you today. Our goal today is to help you make more money. That's the only reason you're here. Eric, thanks for having us. Thanks for doing this office and having everybody in here. And yeah, I met Eric a few years ago, him and his son. He's pushing his son around in a wheelchair at a SEC championship game. I'm like, this guy's got to have a big heart, because I don't have boys. God was smart. He gave me 3 girls. Because I'm like, get up, dude. I ain't pushing you anywhere. And he's like a 19-year-old. How old are you? He's a senior. He's a 17-year-old kid. I'm like, you figure it out, bro. You should have came. That's how I'd be. I'm like, no, you're not coming. That's the first time I met Eric. He's pushed his son, and them were good, big Florida fans. I'm not, just so y'all know. But that's the first time I met him, and I've enjoyed getting to know you this week, brother. Proud of you, and thanks for having me. Hope this helps, guys.